your heart. Keep it in your pocket for safekeeping. Don't ever let nobody be the reason you throw it out. You stop caring about it.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Pindile and I will be sharing my journey with my partner who's currently in prison. So today's video is very special to me because it's going to involve my friends and family, and they're going to tell you how they found out that I was dating Percy, who's currently in prison. Yeah, it's an interesting one, so let's get into it. So the first person whose video we're going to listen to is my sister, and we'll listen to the video and then I'll give my input afterwards. So let's hear what she has to say. Okay, so tell the people, how did you find out Tukutu Pindile is dating Upesi from prison?
Yeah, we didn't sleep. Besingalali lo sis. Ahlala sefonini, they talked like forever. Kuze kuse. Singalali. Yo, so yeah. Bengizwa ngama conversation ukuthi lo inside.
So, was that a conversation?
Like, babe, ungene nini? Uzophuma nini? Iyo like bengizama nokufaka ama-earphone bengakhoni. So nje ngagcina ngizwa lapho indaba zabantu ke until ke yangicola.
Okay, I remember those times. Like, we would fight a lot. Because during that time I didn't have my own space, so I was sharing the room with my sister, and she would be so mad that like we talking at night. Because honestly, guys, for those of you who don't know, the only time Percy has a chance to speak to me is at night, because during the day obviously it's busy. You know, there's just a lot happening like in prison. So obviously, like, the time we had to talk when we started dating was at night. So around maybe 10, and then 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, and then 3 a.m. obviously they wake up very early and he has to bath and stuff and hide the phone. So I couldn't talk to him like a normal partner where you just talk at any time. And the time that we had was inconveniencing people in the house. Yo, Joe, like, it was, I think my sister and I even fought at some point because of this, because she was so pissed off that I was talking at night. And now I'm pissed off. Hey, I want to talk to my man. Like, yo, it was hard because I had to talk like very low, you know. Like, we had to talk very low. I also felt like I was in prison because Percy on the other end of the phone is also talking very low because people can't hear, you know, they're not supposed to hear him that he's talking to someone. And I think around 10 p.m. on his side, they switch off the lights. So any sound after 10 p.m., obviously it's an issue with how this person, why are they talking? And obviously, if you're talking to your partner, you're not gonna sound like it's a normal conversation with another guy. You know how guys talk, yeah, I'm fating, I'll show you. So when you're talking to your partner, he was probably like, hey baby, so it was a roller coaster. I felt like I was in prison as well during that time, you know. And my sister was so unhappy about it. Like, we fought a lot about that. Piz and I, guys, like, we've been through the most. Like, when this guy gets released, Aisha, there has to be like a huge celebration, like a huge celebration, because we've been through the most. Yeah. Okay. So the next person whose video we're going to listen to is my mom. Should we listen to my mom first? Yeah, okay. No. We're gonna listen to my friend. My friends, Koketo and Precious. So let's hear what they have to say.
Hi everyone, my name is Cookie, one of Pindile's friends. So how did she tell me that she's dating someone who's in prison? She actually just blurted it out to me. She was like, first of all, she was like, I got a new man. We're not gonna get intimate until marriage. And I'm like, okay, what a gentleman. He's gonna wait for you until he marries you and all of that. And then, not the same day, I can't remember how long it took her to tell me. And then she blurted it out to me. She's like, no, my man is in prison. And I'm like, okay. I didn't judge her, but I felt like she thought that we would judge her because dating someone in prison and all that, right? But I wasn't judging her, and obviously she had to tell me the whole story. Why is he in prison and all of that? But yeah, I was happy for her for as long as she was happy.
Hi there. So how did I find out ukuthi my friend's man, Percy, was in jail? So as friends, and they're like, when there's a new man in your life, like when they're happy and all of that. So she would tell me every time that, no, I met this guy, he's wonderful, he's amazing. I didn't really have to ask her. I think it got to a point where, so like, the more you talk about a guy, the more the question of when are we meeting him arises. So she just told me with the guys in jail, and it was not what I expected, but I see with Bayatandana, so that's how I knew. Thank you.
So with Tim and Koketo, like, initially I didn't tell them that Percy was in prison. I just told them I met a guy, he's cute. I told Timby, yeah, like, I was excited, like, yo, this guy is so good looking. And I told him, you know what, I'm just gonna pretend like he's not all that, like, play it like that. Guys, when you date someone who's good looking, don't show them that they are good looking, just play it down low, like you're unbothered by their looks. I remember when we started dating with Percy, like, I didn't upload him at all. He's like, hi, when are you gonna upload me? Like, am I not too what did he say? There's something that he said that was so cute, like, that was so funny. He's like, am I not a pretty boy enough for you? I'm like, that's why I want you. That's how it's supposed to be, man. Like, they mustn't think, Gucci, how I'm all that. No, how, play it down low. When you ask in your heart, Gucci, oh, my man is, but I'm not hype you too much, Yeah, like, just say it now and then. Oh, baby, you good, like, yo, baby, handsome. But in your heart, you're like, So yeah, I told him I met a guy on Facebook, blah blah blah. And then with Koketo, because at that time we were working together, and there was a someone that we knew who was also working where we were working. So that's how I told her, oh, so and so and so, this is how they know each other, blah blah blah. And she's like, oh, okay, that one. I'm like, that one, you know. So that's how Koketo and Tembi found out about Percy. But then I told him that he's in prison because I was starting to feel pressure about, you know, people asking me like, oh, we see a man, when are we meeting him? I knew this when are we meeting him was, why is there no picture of the both of you together, you know? And obviously, like, they know the type of person I am, and they could tell something is fishy, like something is not adding up, because they haven't met this guy and there are no pictures of us together. Like, what's going on, you know? So I had to tell Koketo, okay, this guy's in prison, and now she's exposing my sex life. Okay, so you didn't have to tell people that, you know? You didn't have to tell people that. Guys, dating your partner in prison is no child's play, guys. Yeah. It's no child's play. And I think that's why, like, from what Pizzy told me, like, a lot of people that he dated before me left because they were like, must wait for that long. So, yeah. And then with Tembi as well, I eventually told her, it's okay, this is the reason why there are no pictures of me with this guy. He's in prison. It's a sticky situation. Yeah, she was like, oh, a guy in prison. She was surprised. I could tell from her responses. But yeah, that's how my friends found out. So the next person that we're going to listen to is... Okay, we're gonna listen to my other friends. Okay, so these friends I met at work. So you're going to listen to Precious and Tato. Okay.
It was explained to me as if Percy was outside, like we didn't know that he was in prison. So, but when I started becoming friends with Upindile, she told me how they met, which was on social media, and told me that no, we actually met on Facebook, started speaking. He told me that he's in prison, told me what he's in for. But what I heard from work was that she stole someone else's man, and they were traveling together, they were best friends, and the girl basically got mad and slapped Penny, which was a lie. And yeah, so I know that they met on social media, fell in love.
So this is how I found out Penny was dating Percy, who's in prison, right? So this other day, I think 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, at work, this was through work, by the way. So, by the lockers. So this other friend of mine tells me, so Ravana Penny's coming through. So like, hi Penny, whatever. And she's like, hey, did you know Penny's engaged? I'm like, how, Penny? Engaged to who now? Like, hi. No, she's engaged. Blah, blah, blah. Or something like that. We're like, oh, okay. I'm like, congrats. So now I don't know the entire story. So, of course, I'm happy. Penny's like, oh, yeah, whatever, I'm engaged. And she doesn't say much about it. All right, cool. We were close, but we weren't that close. We weren't friends at that time. Yeah. So as I was saying, right, we knew each other, but we weren't friends at that time. So I fast forward a year later, same team, we work together now, we're closer, we're becoming closer and everything. So now I keep on hearing stories with no, Pella, guy is in prison. I'm like, guy, Penny? I'm like, hell nah. So we get closer with Penny, and then she practically told me, Bele, Percy's in prison, this is what happened, this is how we met, via Facebook and whatnot. So I was like, yo, Penny, wena, lerata dilo, kopana le batho ba ko ditorong, wena. And then she's like, no, actually, he's a good guy, he's sweet. Bonsa the text, you know what I mean? My phone, oh my word. And yeah, it was, yeah.
So, hey. Guys, okay, with this one, like, it's a tricky one because there's protection orders involved. So I can't really tell you the story that Precious is talking about, because there's a protection order against me for what's this, verbal abuse, and I had to do a protection order for physical abuse. So I can't really dwell much on this particular story, but yes, someone slapped me at work and it involved Percy, and yeah, that's what happened. And obviously, you know, like, news travel fast at work. People were making up stories. People actually thought Percy was not in prison. It's some guy that is just playing, you know, games and stuff. Like, it was hilarious to hear all these versions of what really happened. Like, it was funny. And when Precious told me, I was like, what? So I had to obviously tell them what really happened. And yeah, like, it was funny. It was really funny. And then with Tato as well, that's how they both found out. I explained the situation of Percy being in prison and how our relationship started. But it was really funny to hear all these versions, like, yo, abantu basemsebenzini bathanda indaba, and they're always saying the wrong things. So hearing all those versions about what happened that day, it was really funny. But it was a serious thing, because someone had to be suspended, and apparently I got them fired, but that's a story for another day. So, okay, the next person that we're going to listen to. Oh, what? Tato. Ah, Tato. Don't ask me about Tato's eyes, alright? I just had to take that video, you know. Yo, Tato's a savage. Anyway, the next person that we're going to listen to, I think these are the last videos. So we're going to listen to my niece and my mom. And what my mom says, like, is very interesting. But okay, let's get into it. Let's hear what they have to say. I was dating Percy from prison. How did you find out?
I think low.
So how did you find out?
Ayiphindile ihlala sefonini. Ngithole ngefoni. Yabo?
Cow, that's it.
Nangama Sundays yaphuma ngemoto. Uye yabo ejele. So
Khona manga bomamela indaba zabantu. Okay, Mama, tell people how you found out about Upis.
Uphindile wangitshela wangicocela ukuthi uthole umuntu from prison. Ngambuza ukuthi kanjani uthole kanjani umuntu prison, what via Facebook.
Mara Mama, that's not how you found out. That's not how you found out. You found out through amaphoyisa. Remember amaphoyisa afile.
Hayi amaphoyisa besekudala sengiyazi before amaphoyisa into after le.
Mara zawukutshela mina. So my niece, like, she says every Sunday uphuma ngemoto. Okay, every Sunday mangiphuma ngemoto, like, how do you know where I'm going? You know, like, anyone can leave every Sunday at home. Doesn't mean they're going to prison. So that one, bekalalele indaba zabantu. She probably was talking to her mom because her mom is my sister. And then yeah, that's how she found out. But lo ukuthi uphindile ihlala sefonini, like really, how do you even know what I'm saying on the phone, because you're not even in my room? How? So she was just eavesdropping endabeni zabantu abadala. And then with my mom, now like I understand, but indaba mawugosip, you mix things up. I never told my mom that Pace is in prison during that time. She found out through the police, like when the police came to serve me the protection order. You know, they came and then they started blurting everything out because I didn't know how to tell my mom, honestly. Like, I was scared to tell my mom. I just told her that I'm engaged and I met someone, but she kept saying like, simbona nini, simbona nini, simbona nini. You know, like she was unhappy that I was engaged to someone that she hadn't met. Same with my grandmother. I told my grandmother, okay, I met someone, but because with my grandmother, I know she's very strict and it's gonna be a sticky situation. I didn't tell her that I'm engaged, you know, but she kept seeing the ring. So she kept seeing the ring, but I didn't tell her anything. But I did tell her I met someone. Same with my mom. I told her, okay, I'm engaged, I met this person, and she was unhappy that I was engaged, and I didn't tell her. I mean, like, I didn't show her this person that I'm engaged to, or she hasn't met this person. And then the part where she found out Pacey is in prison, that was through the police. I remember very well. So my mom, my niece, and my sister, they were busy bangihleba. So manje abasazi ukuthi le story lesikonje sakhuluma ubani, sakhuluma uPhindile or sakhuluma uMatsapelo. So yabona ukuthi gossiping sometimes it's not right, but now I know. And my mom didn't find this information from me, because I remember I was so relieved. You know, I was scared. Yes, I was scared because the police showed up, you know. And obviously, when I did the protection order, I knew, you know, that at some point they're going to come. And at that point, I was like, you know what? It's fine. They can say whatever they need to say. They're saving me like the trouble of having to explain this to my mom. And I was very happy that she found out, honestly, because guys, like, such things, man, keeping secrets and not being yourself, like, it drains you. It really does drain you, because you want to love your partner like openly, but you're scared, Guti. How are people going to take this thing? You know, like, how are they going to react and all that? So when my mom found out through the police, because the police just blurted out everything, and there's a protection order, she's implicating people, and I'm like, sir, if only you knew the information I have, like. But anyway, those who know. And then they kept talking, and I took the paper, signed everything, and went to my room because I was going to work, so it was in the morning. So I was like, you know what? They're saving me the trouble. I must just explain everything to her, and then I'll talk to her when I come back from work. Honestly, you know, some things you do need someone to just blurt it out, and it is what it is, you know. So anyway, guys, this is the end of my YouTube video, my third YouTube video. And I just want to say thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the subscribers, the likes. I'm seeing my page growing, you know. Like, I think the last time I did a video, I was on 20 subscribers. think I'm on 31 now. So thank you so much. I really appreciate the gradual growth. It means a lot to me, and it does show that what I'm talking about is interesting to people. So on my next video, so there's family day in prison, so I might do a vlog, or I'm going to talk about how Percy proposed while he was in prison. So when you'll just see, I'll surprise you, whichever video comes first. But thank you so much, guys, for watching. I know this time my video was very long, but thank you that you watched until the end. And don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Any questions you have or any topics you might have that you'd like me to maybe discuss on my next video or whatever, please leave a comment. And yeah, I'll brainstorm on that. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.
This is my radio.